Hey y'all, it's Enemy Cayman, and today I am going to be reviewing episode 18 of Carole on Tuesday. And I gotta say, this episode actually had some emotional impact because while this episode was slightly weighed down due to, again, giving off some significant screen time to Tuesday's mother Valerie, where it shows how at first she was worried about how when it comes to the points, she was still behind the leading candidate. But then after this convenient explosion happened, the anti-Mars, the she raised in points because the explosion was done by people that had anti-Mars sentiments. I felt all that was kind of pointless, and parts ways in, I was thinking, is this shit really necessary? Because I thought the series was mostly just focusing on Carole and Tuesday's musical career and Angela's musical career. Because this is like one of the episodes where it just felt like it's in your fucking face. So that was about one of the downsides about this episode. And I just have to mention it because everything else in this episode is good. So now that I move that out of the way, let me talk about the positives. Now, what I enjoyed about this episode was we get a lot of plot progression because this time Carole and Tuesday are actually invited to go to the Sidonia Festival, not as backups, but as the rookies that are going to have part of the main stage. So I do like that. You're seeing progression in their career by the Gus's former friend, the dude with like the rich dude with like the sunglasses. So I did like that. And two, you're getting progression in regards to Tuesday. She's willing to, at the very least in the future, confront her mother so that she doesn't feel like she's in a cage anymore by taking this interview with like Kyle and giving out some details about her own mom. But mentioning her positive traits. So I also like that too, specifically about this episode. And three, I liked how introduced a cute plot point where Tuesday was getting kind of like a crush on Kyle, at least until she found out that Kyle's in a relationship with another woman, and then Tuesday feels sad at that point, and then she gets comforted by Carole. I also like those sequences too, because in life, not everything is going to be positive, and at times you do go through some drama-filled moments. So I like that too, because in life, doesn't matter which gender you are, whether it's man or woman, there's going to be times where you're going to have to go through things like that. And I felt it was pretty good to see Carole in situations where she isn't just happy but sad. And I like that. And to see Carole comfort her was a beautiful sequence because it goes back to the episode where dealt with things regarding Carole's parents where Carole was curious to find out who her parents were, but then when she found at least details about her dad, you had at the very least Tuesday there in the background to help out Carole and all that kind of jazz. And I like how it goes full circle and now it's Carole comforting Tuesday at the end of the episode when she finds out the person she had a crush on is in a relationship with another woman. So things like that really made this episode nice, and it made the Carole and Tuesday friendship feel stronger because they're with each other. Because it shows you they're not just with each other in the happy times, they're also with each other in the sad times, and I really like that. That's why I made the hug really feel powerful and emotional. So that's why I felt it did well from the story standpoint. And it kind of also advanced the stalker plot points too, where the stalker is essentially mentions that because he finds out that Angela says that this person is a nuisance, and then the stalker dude gets pissed. So now it makes me wonder, what's the stalker going to do to Angela now? So it also slightly raises the stakes up too. So there were multiple elements in this episode that was nice, and they moved the plot forward. So I thought, with the exception of the Valerie stuff, everything else involving the plot was well done. As for the character standpoint, it was nice because you get Tuesday character development. You see her become more assertive because now she takes an interview with the journalist to talk at least a few details about her mom. So you get character development there too. And two, you get to see Tuesday, at the very least, go through some emotional pain when she finds out that Cal's in a relationship with another woman too. So we also get some characterization from that. And you get some character development from Carole when she comforts Tuesday. So it did well from those standpoints. And additionally, aside from that, you also had some hilarious ones, like when Aaron didn't want to interact with Angela anymore because, well, he kind of got hit by a car because of the stalker that's going after Angela. So there was some nice bits of comedy here and there. So from a character standpoint, this episode was pretty nice. Animation and art was beautiful, I gotta say. Especially the sequences near the end when Tuesday's looking all sad. The shading was beautifully done. Music was great. And that's why I'm gonna rate this episode overall an 8 out of 10. The only thing keeping it from a 9 out of 10 was the Valerie stuff, which I really didn't care much. But everything else in this episode was so strong that I still felt this episode was a powerful 8 out of 10 episode for me. So anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Carole and Tuesday, episode 18. Be sure to comment down your thoughts on the episode in the comment below. Rate the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you come back for more, because I'm definitely pumped up to see what's going to happen next. Alright, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great and safe day. Bye-bye.